Welcome, Relocation Football League fans. It is RFL game time here with the Week 5 finale, and this should be a great one. A rematch of the AFC Championship game from a season ago. We got the 3-1 San Diego Red Dragons traveling to Dublin to take on the 3-1 Celtic Tigers. Welcome here in Dublin, Ireland, as the Celtic Tigers are going to be hosting the Red Dragons here. As I said, AFC Championship rematch here last time. The Red Dragons were able to beat the Celtic Tigers in advance to the championship game, where they ultimately won the championship against the Diablos 20-13. And now here's a chance for redemption for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. Almost messed up there, but the Celtic Tigers are looking to get a win here to move on to 4-1 on the season. Both teams very solid teams, top teams in the RFL. Celtic Tigers still looking to win their championship that they were short coming up on. Oh, excuse me, that was the controller. On a season 1 against the Bulldogs. But both teams, as we said, coming in 3-1 on the season. Who is going to get their second loss, and who's going to improve to 4 wins? Will it be the Red Dragons or will it be the Celtic Tigers? We'll find out right now, and let's get this game underway. Here goes the Red Dragons, kicking it off to the Diablos, who are going to field it here first at home. This one's going to be fielded at the 3-yard line. And on the return, he'll take this one out to the 28. So a good return there by DJ Burrow. And the Celtic Tigers and their offensive captain, their leader at quarterback, Trey Crowell, stepping out onto the field. Look at that QB percentage. 78%, 6 touchdowns, only 1 interception this season. Trey Crowell has been short of nothing but perfect so far this season, in Season 3. Definitely due to win a championship at some point, but let's see if this could be that season. It's going to have to go through the Red Dragons, though. It's first down and 10 at the 28. First play, it's play action. Trey Crowell letting one go, and there he goes. An accurate pass as he finds his tight end, Darian Colvin. Last week he had 9 catches, 76 yards. And let's talk about Drake Crowell a little bit more. He still hasn't missed a pass since last game. Was 24 of 24, 100% last week in their win. And he has yet to throw an incompletion. And here goes a pass, and he's still perfect on the day as he's able to connect across the middle with Wiley. And Wiley taking that one out to the 35-yard line, a 20-yard gain. And man, this is a hot Celtic Tigers team. Seth Hope able to bring them down on the tackle. Both teams coming off a win last week, and the Celtic Tigers definitely amped up. Ray Crowell coming out in the I formation here with 2 receivers out wide, 1 on each side. Play action. Blitz. And he can't throw the ball off as he is sacked there by Alex Stone. And that'll be a loss of 8 yards to set up now 2nd and 18 back at the 43. And looked like Trey Crowell was just about to chuck this one deep. Looks like in the direction of Matt Nayani. And he had the corner beat there, but the safety was a little bit over top. Who knows? Maybe he could have been able to squeeze that in had he had just a little bit more time. That possibly could have been a touchdown pass right there. But a great job by Alex Stone and the defense of the Red Dragons to come up with that sack. A nice 8-yard loss there. 2nd and 18. Shotgun here with a bunch formation for Drake Crowell as they'll look to throw. And he's got a completion. There's a flag, however, on the field. We'll have to see what that is. It's roughing the passer, a late hit on Drake Crowell. And that's going to be on the defensive end, Mike Luke. And that results in a 15-yard gain after the play and an automatic first down. And if you are playing against the Celtic Tigers, those are the type of plays you want to shy away from. You give them too many opportunities. This is a team that can definitely shred your defense. Ray Crowell looking to throw, and he's got a catch on the sideline. Still keeping perfect. 3 for 3 so far on the day. What's good, Nicholas? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Here's a look at this offense in depth. As we already know, offensive line, one of the best offensive line units in the league. Matt Nayani, their speed wide receiver on the outside, number 11. And let's not forget about the RFL's leading rusher from Season 1 and number 2 last season in rushing, Trey Worsley. Number 28 in the backfield right now with Drake Crowell. And here goes a throw as Crowell able to get this one off. And he finds Wiley, and he's going to be just a couple yards short of that first down. Here's a look at this defensive unit that they're going to go up against. Last season, one of the most toughest, actually, was the #1 defense in the RFL. And they are looking to keep that trend going. They have made a lot of big plays. And they are looking to stop this Celtic Tigers offense and come up with their 4th win of the season. But it's going to be a tough deal. 3rd down and 3. Shotgun here for Crowell. Will hand this one off for the first time today. And there goes Worsley exploding, breaking tackles. And he's in the end zone for a touchdown. Great opening drive by the Dublin Celtic Tigers. Crowell was 100% still on the day. And what about Worsley breaking those tackles and getting in the end zone for 6. And he even broke the tackle right there of Charles Raymond, a tough linebacker to break a tackle of. He usually is very solid on that play. And look at Drake Crowell jumping on the back of Worsley, celebrating after that touchdown. Great run by Worsley. What's good, Dreon? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. You too, Dax. And so the Celtic Tigers off to a great start. Here goes the extra point. It's good. And here they are at home in Dublin, leading over the Red Dragons 7-0. 6 plays, 64 yards, and the first carry for Trey Worsley goes for 6. So let's see how the offense of the Red Dragons responds here after their defense gave up a touchdown on the opening drive. This one's going to be fielded at the 1-yard line. And he'll be brought down at the 22. That's Victor Sawanga, Pro Bowl receiver, kick return, a season ago for the Red Dragons. And coming out leading this offense, Joey Lewis. As you can see his stats, close to 1,000 yards passing so far on the season. 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's been the big knock on him. It's his inconsistency to make plays. It was a close game that they had last week as they were able to come up with the win. His final score was 30-25 against the Bulldogs, I believe it was. And they're looking to try to keep this trend going. 1st and 10. Here goes Lewis throwing. He's got a completion, and he's got some space. Nice way to set up the block, breaking tackles and spinning his way to the 39-yard line. A great play right there by Deontay Compton. Deontay Compton, one of the most explosive wide receivers in the league. Very tall, 6'6", along with his counterpart receiver on the other side, Andrew McIntosh. And these guys together are just a very tough group to stop. Almost impossible to do so, but showing off the elusiveness and the strength there, standing at 6'6" there, as I said, and he's just a big-time playmaker for the Red Dragons. Definitely going to be a heavyweight type game, as Dak said, and here goes 1st down. They run the ball, and for the first time, they give the ball off to C.J. Bobo, and he's in the backfield for a loss of 2 as Blackman is able to get to him. And Blackman is just one of those solid, great run support linebackers in the RFL. Just does an excellent job of shooting the gaps and making nice plays, as you can see here, behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to set up a long 2nd down. What's good, John? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. So a 2-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 12 for the Red Dragons here, as they'll start at the 37. Under center here is Joey Lewis. Lewis going to hand this one off again to C.J. Bobo. Great blocking by the offense, and they are able to scoop up the 1st down and get it across midfield. Last week, C.J. Bobo did a great job on the ground. 15 carries for 100 yards right on his dot. Did not score a touchdown, but he was very instrumental in that week that they had a week ago. Big time 1st down pickup, and here goes a rotation here by the safeties. Play action, great chop block, extends for time. There goes a completion to the tight end, Sean McClure. Big gain through the air, but there is a flag on the field. We'll have to see what they'll call. And it's holding on the offense. It's really going to kill him there as Deron Berry, Deron Berry called for holding. Now nullifies that big play they had through the air and backs them up 10 yards from where they were. It's now 1st and 20 at the 41. There's a handoff as C.J. Bobo trying to get something going, and he can only get about a yard on the play. Here's a look at this offensive lineup of the Red Dragons. A very explosive group. Got a lot of key skill players that can make huge plays, but very inconsistent group at times. I wouldn't have to say mainly on the skilled players, but the quarterback, it really all depends on how he does in the games, on how this offense really fares out. But came up big in the final minutes in last week's game and was able to close out the game with a victory. A couple of turnovers, interceptions. And here they are now after that run play not working out for them, facing a 3rd and 20. So they need 20 yards here, still back at the 41-yard line. Shotgun here for Joey Lewis. Here goes Lewis looking to throw. Defense closing in, and he has to hurry up, get rid of it. And he is off the mark. His first incompletion of the day, and that'll also bring up 4th down for the Red Dragons. Good defense by the Celtic Tigers. So far, they are getting up to a great start to this one. Offense was able to score on their opening drive, and for the first drive of the Red Dragons, their defense able to get the stop. And let's see what Drake Royale and the offense will be able to do on their next go-around. See if they can score another touchdown. And here goes the punt. Fair catch trying to be called there. Beautiful punt, but he can't get there in time, and so it will be a touchback. And the offense going to get started out at the 20. Great drive by that offense. Trey Worsley on his first carry was able to score on a 14-yard run. He's already at half 1,000 yards rushing here and only in week 5. And he has just been an absolute force on that ground. Handoff again, the second carry. He's got it. He's going to be gone again. Nobody's going to catch him. His second carry going 80 yards to the house for a touchdown. And he is off to an explosive start. 2 touchdowns on his first 2 carries, already close to 100 yards at 94 yards rushing on the day. And that was just an excellent job up front by the blocks there and the speed of Worsley to take that one the distance, 80 yards to the house. And just like that, the Celtic Tigers are up by 2 touchdowns. And here goes the extra point to put them up by 14. It's up. And it's good. Straight down the middle. And the Red Dragons here really getting some pressure put on them here early. Celtic Tigers just exploding here, as I said, coming off of an explosive game where they were able to come up with a great game from their quarterback, Drake Royale. And these guys are just fired up. This one's going to be fielded from the 2-yard line. Here goes the return as he gets it close to the 30. They're going to say he did reach the 30. And that's Malcolm Rucker on the return of 26 yards. Now the Red Dragons here early on in the hot seat. 2 back-to-back touchdowns on their first 2 drives for the Celtic Tigers. Their defense just doesn't seem to have an answer for that running game already on just 2 carries. Red Dragons 1st and 10 at the 30. Play action. Joey Lewis already getting pressure. Great job extending time. Throws it to Deontay Compton, but he does not have both feet in bounds, and so that'll be incomplete. And let's not sleep on this Celtic Tigers defense. I feel at times they get overshadowed because of how great their offense is, but those defensive ends, Yates and Jason, is just absolutely beast. Not to mention the secondary, Vincent McNeil, one of the hardest hitting safeties in the league. Maybe a small guy, but he plays a lot like Earl Thomas in the NFL. Draw play, and CJ Bobo, don't know what he was doing there. Tried to bounce it on the outside, and that defense was right there waiting for him. Ends up losing some yards on that play, and it's now 3rd and 13. I don't know if I said what's good, Coach Armstrong, but what's good? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Here goes a throw, and he is off the mark. And just like that, again, the Celtic Tigers able to get a quick 3 and out on the Red Dragons. And the Red Dragons, I'm pretty sure at this point, are just getting absolutely stunned on how great that the Dublin Celtic Tigers have came out in this game. There goes the return as he'll get this one out past the 25, out to the 28. It's DJ Barrow on the return. 2 back drives with touchdowns, all by this guy right here, Trey Worsley. Now at 662 yards rushing on the season, and we're only in week 5. He's looking to retake that season rushing crown. And here on his 3rd carry, this time doesn't go for a touchdown, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. Absolutely blown up. Hard hit he took there. But man, 3 carries for 94 yards on the day for Trey Worsley. When you got an offense this hot, it's surely tough for anybody to stop them. And there goes Worsley once again. A nice little jump cut to extend for some more yards. He gets this one to the 34-yard line. That right there puts him over 100 yards rushing on the day. And this defense just needs to find a way to stop him quickly before he just has a career day here today against this defense. One of the best defenses in the league. We're down in 4. Here goes a shot deep, and he's got a receiver. It's going to be Malcolm Wiley. 6 for 6 already is Dre Crowell. Still hasn't missed a pass. That would make it 30 straight completions without an incompletion. 30 straight pass attempts right there, and he has just been on fire. Celtic Tigers just absolutely bringing it to the Red Dragons here in the start of this game. Looking to close out with 3 possessions with 3 straight touchdowns. Here's a carry to Worsley as he'll get it to the 39-yard line, picking up 2 yards. He was right at 100 yards on that last carry, and right there just now breaching over. But this Red Dragons defense, as I said, needs to find a way to stop him as soon as possible. If they allow him to keep breaking off these big runs that he's been doing so far, it's going to be a long day. There goes a handoff and a big run right here. And this is not Trey Worsley. This is Dishman with the carry. And on his first carry, he scrambles up a first down. Let's not also forget about him also when he's out of the picture and they bring in Montrell Dishman. He is a very seasoned veteran runner with the ball in his hand. He can make a lot of big plays out of the backfield. Right there, his first touch, 10 yards. And it's a first down for the Celtic Tigers. They are just looking unstoppable here on offense. High formation. Here goes a counter run play as they bring back Worsley. Excuse me, that is, yep, Trey Worsley is back. It's 2 yards on that carry. And it's 2nd and 8. Motion the tight end Colvin over to the left side. Play action. Trey Crowell looking, throws wide open. Nice spin move, breaking a tackle again, and Matt Nayani is in the end zone for a touchdown. The Celtic Tigers are absolutely ripping this Red Dragons defense apart. This is just unbelievable on how they have came out playing as if they're playing against amateurs. And Nayani's just showing off the elusiveness, the speed, got wide open on that dig route. Beautiful spin move on the safety Stone there, actually even catching the corner, getting him flipped, and still Dre Crowell hasn't missed a pass in 2 games. This is probably one of the best starts I believe we've ever seen in the RFL for any team. 3 straight drives since the beginning, and they have scored with ease. 7 plays, 72 yards, and a little over 4 minutes. These guys, this is all in the first quarter. They scored 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. What are the Red Dragons going to do at this point? This is already a tough game to come back from already, and we have 3 more quarters left to play. And it's already crunch time here for the Red Dragons. They need to score and get something going on offense quickly because the momentum is just nowhere near on their side the way this game is going. The Red Dragons, the Celtic Tigers are all the way fired up in this game, just making big play after big play. They are just on fire. Red Dragons, last season's champs, really in a little bit of a debacle here against the Celtic Tigers. Have not even gotten a first down yet. Well, actually, they have gotten one, but that was all. 1st and 10. There goes a quick throw as he gets this one out to McIntosh. Good defense there as he is brought down immediately. Last week, Andrew McIntosh, 3 catches, 53 yards. No touchdown still for him. And he gets 5 yards on that first play. And it's 2nd down and 5. They just got to get something going here. Need 5-yard shotgun, a little bit of a low snap, but he gets it off to C.J. Bobo, and he's got the first down. But look at this, a flag on the field. Looks like this could be holding, and once again, that's going to hurt them. Holding offense. And that's holding, absolutely killing them. This time it's the guard, Nick Slate, pushing them back 10 yards from where they were. 2nd down and 15 at the 21. Play action. Here goes Joey Lewis. Defense not able to get through. There goes a nice completion to McIntosh. But he's going to be a couple yards short of that first down. They need 2 yards for a first, and this is not a drive for them not to be able to score some points. The Celtic Tigers are on pace to just absolutely obliterate these guys. 3 straight touchdowns on their first drive. There's a handoff as they try to run for it, and he's got enough for it, but there's a flag again. Illegal blocking in the back this time by the offense. There goes the rookie Obey Kid, and those are the type of mistakes you just cannot make. And so now instead of a first down, it's 3rd and 7. Here goes Joey Lewis looking to try to pass. Throws one deep, one-on-one, batted in the air, and he almost caught it again, but good defense there by the Celtic Tigers. And this defense is fired up, this offense is fired up, this whole team of the Celtic Tigers is fired up. And if they come out here on their 4th offensive possession and score their 4th straight touchdown, I'm already calling that I don't see the Red Dragons coming back in this football game at all. And it was all said and done in the first quarter alone. I mean, these guys came out hot. Definitely putting on a show in front of the home crowd here in Dublin. They just have no answer whatsoever for this offense. No way to get by on their defense. Well, they are, but they're shooting themselves in the foot with multiple penalties at the start of this game. We have 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Can't believe the Celtic Tigers scored 21 points in this first quarter just like that with ease. Troy Crowell still hasn't missed a single pass. And it's 1st and 10 at the 21. They'll hand this one off to Worsley, and he's going to be wrapped up, brought down at the 22-yard line, just a 1-yard gain, and that is going to take us into the second quarter. An unbelievable first half for the Dublin Celtic Tigers, scoring 3 touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. They are looking just completely unstoppable. The Red Dragons better do something quick, because if not, it's going to be game over. Celtic Tigers leading at 21-0. This has been an absolutely crazy, stunning game for Dublin here, putting on a show here in Ireland. And if you're a Celtic Tigers fan, you got to be loving how this offense has been attacking this defense. 2nd down and 9. Here goes Crowell with a throw and a completion as he is able to find his tight end Colvin. 8 for 8, over 100 yards passing today. He has thrown over, he's thrown 32 completions without it, 32 passes without missing. I mean, he's just unbelievable. The reason why he is one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And here goes Trey Worsley breaking off the first down. And this defense already just looking defeated. They just have no idea on what to call to stop this offense whatsoever. And the offensive line is just giving this defensive front work, and this is one of the best defensive front sevens in the league. And look at this, guys getting pancaked. Mike Luke is getting tossed straight to the ground. I mean, this has just been just unbelievable a little bit, I could say, at this point, the way that they got the Red Dragons defense looking right now. What's good, Coach Brown? I think I did say what's up to you when you first came through. Thanks for coming through, my guy. First and 10 at the 37-yard line, and here goes play action. Dre Crowell got ample time. Pressure is coming. He doesn't throw the ball, and down he goes for a sack. Seth Hope, who made the play on that last play, able to get there. And it's now 2nd and 21 after the 11-yard loss on the sack. And he couldn't find anybody open. He could have threw it in the flats right there, but he just was not looking that direction. You can obviously tell. Did not throw the ball. Guess he was looking for something deep, a big play downfield. Couldn't find it. Holds on to the ball and takes the sack instead. I don't know if he's still trying to hold on to his perfect completion percentage or what, but I mean, this guy still hasn't missed a pass. They'll run the ball, and here goes Worsley down at the 30-yard line. 9 carries, 119 yards rushing today. Need 17 here for the first down. It's 3rd. And here goes the offense as Crowell will look to pass. And he'll get this one out to Colvin. Excuse me, that's the running back Dishman on the reception. Oh, Worsley, excuse me. And he gets only 3 yards. And so the defense finally, for the first time today, getting a stop, but not until the second quarter. 9 for 9 is Trey Worsley. I said Trey Worsley, Dre Crowell. I kind of get their names switched up because Trey and Dre just sounds very similar. Well, here goes the punting unit as Kane gets ready to boot this one down the field as far as possible. And there goes the punt. He's got some blockers there in front of him. And he's brought down immediately after first contact at the 27. Here goes Joey Lewis. This offense has just been absolutely shut down. Their defense got their first stop of the day on that last possession. Under center here is Lewis. They got to try to score and score quickly. Pressure's coming, and he lets one fly. He's got a first down. There goes McClure, and there's a flag again. And hopefully this is not on the offense. And luckily it isn't. That is going to be roughing the passer. Joey Lewis still took contact after the hit by Malik Yates, the defensive end. And so that will really help out the Red Dragons, tacking on 15 more points on that play. 15 more yards, excuse me, on that play. And so now they're at the 43-yard line in the Celtic Tigers territory. Another quick throw back out to Sean McClure, the tight end, as he gets this one to the 35. What's good, Shadows? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. I think I already said that already, but just in case if I didn't, thanks for coming through. Yep, Dre Crowell went to Ohio State. Second down and 2 at the 35-yard line. I formation. Play action. Here goes Lewis looking to throw. He's got a guy open in the flats. Finally gets it out to him. It's the fullback looking to lower his shoulder. But thanks to the help, he's able to bring him down at the 28-yard line. And so the Red Dragons right now putting together a good drive. They got to make sure that they can come up with at least 6 points because the field goal is really not going to help them that much. There goes a throw over the middle, wide open. And there goes a first down once again for the Red Dragons as he is able to connect with his his tight end Fontano, who's a big asset. He scored that game-winning touchdown last week against the Bulldogs. First and goal at the 8-yard line. Here's a handoff, and CJ Bobo's bottled up. This is offensive lineman just sat there and slowed him up, ran right into him, and he didn't find any work, and because of that, nothing really to get there on that run. So it's second and goal. They need 6 yards. Corner's going to be pressed up here for Dublin. And they'll give it once again. Back off, and it's a touchdown. As that's going to be CJ Bobo finally able to get on the board for San Diego. And they desperately needed a touchdown on that drive. I mean, 3 straight touchdowns on all 3 possessions by the Celtic Tigers finally get stopped. And the Celtic Tigers finally giving up a touchdown to the Red Dragons. That was a good drive, though, by the Red Dragons from a group that is very inconsistent. They cannot afford to be inconsistent in this ball game. This is a team that absolutely means business on offense, and the only way you really beat the Celtic Tigers is to outscore them. And they at least cut this lead down to a 14-point deficit score now, 21-7. 5 plays, 57 yards there for San Diego as the Red Dragons cut it to 14, and let's see how the Celtic Tigers will respond after getting stopped for the first time on their last possession out onto the field. On the field, this one from the 5-yard line. It's DJ Barrow spinning around as he'll get this one just out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And so here goes Dre Crowell. He's been absolutely electric. What about Matt Nayani? 5 touchdowns on the season here in week 5. So he scored a touchdown pretty much in every game. And there he is in the slot at the top of your screen. Under center is Crowell. Crowell going to look to throw. Lets one fly, and there goes his first incompletion in 2 games. And that is just amazing to even say that, to even get that hype about that happening. Just goes to show you how great this guy is. You almost can't believe that he missed. Here goes a handoff, though, to Trey Worsley as he's wrapped up by Mike Luke. And he only gets a yard on the play, and it's now 2nd down and 9 for the Celtic Tigers. And it looks like this Red Dragons defense starting to step up, making 2 good plays there, while really getting helped out from the incompletion by Crowell, and the defense holding that run to just a 1-yard gain. So now they need 9 yards for a first. They're going to motion DJ Burrow into the formation, play action. There goes Dre Crowell. He's got ample time in the pocket, steps up, throws on the move, almost intercepted in and out of the hands of Le'Veon Henry, who had made huge plays last week, had an interception. He also had a lot of fumble recoveries, and he just made a lot of plays last week. And he almost comes up with a huge interception. Had 2 opportunities to pick that one off, but he just couldn't hang on to it. And so that will be another stop for the Red Dragons and another opportunity for them to cut into this lead. King booting this one away. And he'll field this one at the 28-yard line. He's got some good space to work with, and there goes Sawanga getting this one out to the 43-yard line. CJ Bobo coming back out onto the field was able to score a touchdown, his first of the season on that last drive. So they did it once. Let's see if they can do it again. And they score a touchdown. They need to go 57 yards if they want to get it done. As the same drive, the amount of yards they needed to drive the last time. And here goes a throw, and he was bottled up. Couldn't really set his feet to throw the ball the way he wanted to. Crowded up, and that one hits the turf. Incomplete, and it's now 2nd and 10. Draw play here. CJ Bobo breaking a tackle, then getting hammered. Brought down by Blackman at the 46. And so he picks up about 3 on the play. And this is a crucial 3rd down here for the Red Dragons. They want to see if they can keep that momentum going. They want to try to keep this drive alive. He'll look to throw. He's got some time. Stepping up in the pocket, trying to move, and he almost fumbles that one, but it was forward progress with the arm motion. And so He avoids the sack by Malik Yates, and it brings up 4th down. Good job by this Celtic Tigers defense. As I said, a group that just doesn't get enough credit due to being overshadowed by that offense. But, man, they have maybe the best defensive ends any team has as a set. Also, they're just very good in pass coverage as well with their cornerbacks. Gordon Stroud, Vincent McNeil. I mean, they got everybody. Levon Wilkins. A lot of playmakers. And here goes the punt. This one angling towards the right and goes out of bounds at the 26. So here goes the offense. Trey Worsley. He's just 12 yards away from 700 yards rushing on the season in just week 5. He already has 9 total touchdowns. Yes, he's on pace for just an unbelievable record-breaking season. Play action, and here goes Drake Crowell throwing on the move, wide open. There goes Matt Nayani using the speed, and nobody's going to catch him. He's going to go the distance. This one's 74 yards, and it's a touchdown. Matt Nayani with his 2nd touchdown of the day, and the Celtic Tigers continuing to bring it to the Red Dragons. And once again, that dig route kills him, and there's just nobody who can stay with Matt Nayani stride for stride when it comes to speed. You better be up top already as a safety, or at least be off by 10 or more yards as a corner, because if not, I mean, he burns you, and if he beats you in a route where he's breaking into open space, as we've seen there on the dig, you're not going to catch him. And Burge is doing the best he can to try to stay with him, but he just cannot. There goes the extra point. One play, 74 yards for a touchdown. The Celtic Tigers offense still on fire. Just 10 seconds was that drive. It was good, Cliff. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Here goes the return, and stiff arm as he'll be brought down at the 19. Appreciate that, Coach Brown. Don't want to bash any other leagues or nothing, though. But, yeah, man, spectacular play there by Matt Nayani. 2 explosive touchdowns. And this defense is just lost. This offense somehow is going to have to keep up. And, I mean, this is, like I said, an inconsistent group on offense. A little bit of a high snap there, but here goes play action. Looks like they're going to have to throw the ball as much as they can possibly do it. And there goes a beautiful throw and catch on the sideline. Did you see that pass? Joey Lewis has it in him. He just needs to be more consistent. And you can see here a throw on the move. This one caught on the sideline. That's just a beautiful play altogether. Couldn't have thrown that ball any better. And you couldn't have done a better job sliding your feet to stay in bounds. And at least you're off work to get to watch the main event game of Week 5, and it's been a great one for the Celtic Tigers, I'd have to say. The Red Dragons definitely were not, I believe, expecting this type of showing at all today. No gain on that counter run play, and as I said, if they can just shut down the ground game and keep this team passing, you're not going to have too many teams that can throw the ball all day and have that much success. They do have the receiver core for it, but you know, it all depends on Joey Lewis on how he's doing on the day. And I mean, he's trying to do his best here, but this offense really needs to try to keep up with the Celtic Tigers offense, and it just doesn't look like that's going to be the case. They are on fire. Still going up against a solid defense as well. Offset I formation here for the Red Dragons. Play action. There goes Joey Lewis, pressure in his face. He does manage to get the ball out of his hands, but a great play right there by Gordon Stroud, getting it out of the hands of Deontay Compton and preventing that first down pickup, and it's 4th down. And that's exactly how you play it. You get the pressure there. They were able to get there fairly quickly off of the play action, and just a great play by Gordon Stroud, getting his hands in between the hands of Deontay Compton and breaking that one up for an incompletion. And goes the punt. This one sailing straight into the end zone for a touchback. And once again, this dangerous Celtic Tigers offense coming back out onto the field. Could this be the year for the Celtic Tigers? I'm saying it already. These guys are absolutely incredible to watch, and they are just destroying the Red Dragons here on offense. I mean, their defense, as I said, one of the top defenses in the league, just cannot find a way to slow any part of this offense down. Here's a handoff as Worsley gets himself out to the 22-yard line. So do the coaches of these teams do? Yeah, the coaches do comment with each other most of the time. Do the through the comments, but these two teams don't have a coach at the time, so these are available teams at the moment. And here goes a throw. Worsley wide open. He finds Darian Colvin, his tight end, again. And they just have so many weapons. It's just impossible to slow these guys down. All it really comes down to is if their offensive line can give Drake Crowell time, this is going to happen every time. It's bound for somebody on this offense to get open. And I mean, if they're doing this against the Red Dragons defensive front, that is saying a lot, because this is possibly the best overall defensive line in the league. And they are just getting manhandled up front. There goes a throw. Nice completion on the wheel route as he is able to find, I believe that is Worsley, yep, coming out of the backfield on the wheel route, and man, he is just putting it on him. Over 200 yards passing here in this first half, and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he's only missed 1 pass today. Now, in order for you to be a coach, you got to apply for a team on the website, but you must be 18 years or older, and you also must own a PlayStation 4. If you don't meet those requirements, you are unable to apply to be a coach. But if you do, go ahead and apply for a team as soon as possible. But I wouldn't, probably if it's a hot team like these two teams, probably wouldn't try to take these guys, because you never know, your game plan may not be suitable for them, and you might bring a team downhill. And if that happens, if you have 2 back-to-back losing seasons in the RFL, you are automatically fired from that position. And if you have a really bad season one time, like extremely bad, then there's a possibility you could be fired at that point too. So, I mean, it's still got an opportunity to last. Just you need to make sure you put together good strategies and game plans for your offense, as most teams do. You can see Coach Brown doing an excellent job with the Voyagers. Got them the worst team in the RFL a season ago, and they're undefeated at the start of the season. He's been putting together a good game plan and everything, putting guys in certain positions, and they're just a completely different team. But back to the game, Drake Crowell still whipping it on this Red Dragons defense. They are just out of answers. Never had an answer since the beginning on how to slow this offense down. Here goes Drake Crowell stepping up, throws, nice catch, beautiful spin move on the sideline by Worsley, but there's a flag on the field. Roughing the passer. That's the second time that the Red Dragons have done that. That's Christian Sims this time. Last time it was Mike Luke, and you cannot afford to have these type of penalties against this team, especially to move their offense forward. Draw play, and here goes Worsley trying to get something started. Gets just back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd and 10. Tight formation here with the receivers. And here goes Trey Crowell, yeah. I was right the first time with the throw, and there's a flag on the field. And they roughed the passer again. What's going on? That's the second time Mike Luke has done that. I don't know if it's frustration for how the game's going, but he is just giving these guys free yards. It's 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Crowell looking, throws. This one incomplete as he couldn't keep both feet in bounds. There goes Crowell looking, throws, and this one's incomplete as well. Good defense there by the Red Dragons. And this is usually where they're very effective, is in the red zone. Last time that the Celtic Tigers were in the red zone, they scored on a 14-yard touchdown run with Trey Worsley. And they need 10 yards here. Let's see if they can get it. Getting pressured. Quick throw out to Colvin. And they are able to keep him out of the end zone, but they'll still be able to settle for a possibility of 3 points here in a fairly short kick. And so they call a timeout. And man, this game is just really not look good at all for the for the Red Dragons. And they're about to put up 30 points in this first half if they get this one through the uprights. Good snap, good hold, and the kick straight down the middle. Score 31-7. The Celtic Tigers putting it on the Red Dragons. Definitely looking like an MVP type of season, as Clifton says, for Drake Crowell. This one comes out to the 25-yard line, and the Red Dragons trailing here heavy. And that's one thing that Drake Crowell has not won as well. He's done everything except for 2 things. He's never won an RFL championship, and he's never been an MVP of the league in the first 2 seasons of the RFL. But here in season 3, he's got an opportunity to do both. Here's a handoff to the outside. And he's powering his way, somehow still able to get 5 yards on that carry. Great run by C.J. Bobo. But if you're going to call a timeout, why run the ball on first down? It's not a smart play call right there. What's good, William? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Been a dominant performance all day for the Celtic Tigers. 26 seconds remain, and if you're going to call a second timeout, why come out in this formation? Looks like they might run the ball again. And they'll do just that, just to the other side, and C.J. Bobo going to lose 2 yards, and because of that, the Celtic Tigers are like, hey, there's a possibility we could get some more points for the end of the half. They call a timeout themselves, and it's now 3rd down and 8 for the Red Dragons with 22 seconds left. And with the way this offense has been moving, anything is possible. There's a handoff. C.J. Bobo once again on the carry. And the Celtic Tigers burning their second timeout. They'll get an opportunity on offense to try to score a touchdown before the end of the half. And, I mean, if they pull that off, I mean, this game is over. It already looks pretty bad. I don't see how the Red Dragons, if they perform like this in the second half, I don't see how they're going to come back into this game. He's got space on the return. Nice stiff arm and a good return. Only 8 seconds remaining, and if I'm the Celtic Tigers, the return just wasn't good enough. We're back at the 24-yard line. Why not just run the ball and just head into the half while you're up by the amount of points that you are? It looks like they are going to do that. Might not take a knee, but they might run it here. But you never know. Could be a home run here. And there goes Worsley, getting it to the 28, and that is going to bring us to halftime. This has just been an unbelievable first half for the Celtic Tigers. They have just moved the ball with ease on one of the league's top defenses. And the Red Dragons, at this point, are stunned. They are going to have to make a lot of adjustments in that locker room at halftime. I mean, nobody, I'm pretty sure, in this lobby or even watching this right now, even me, would have thought that the game would have turned out the way that it is right now. Just absolutely stunning on how the Celtic Tigers have been able to perform. They are just hot ever since their last win, where Drake Crowell just put on a fantastic show, throwing 24 of 24 and coming out with a huge win, and he came out hot in this game. And here's a look at how everything got started. 14-yard touchdown run on his first carry. Then the next carry, the next time the Celtic Tigers got the ball, Trey Worsley ran 80 yards to the house for a touchdown, making the lead 14-0. And the Celtic Tigers just continue to put it on the Red Dragons, scoring with this touchdown pass. Right, well, big play right there, but they're going to score again when they went up 21-0 in that half. And this was a touchdown pass right here. Beautiful spin move by Matt Nayani. Shrugs off the tackle of Le'Veon Henry, and he gets in the end zone for 6. It was 21-0. Then the Red Dragons finally getting a little bit of breath of air with a touchdown right there. It's the only points that they've gotten so far, but the Celtic Tigers don't ease up. There goes that man again, number 11, Matt Nayani, scoring on a long 74-yard touchdown pass off the dig route, just completely outrunning that defense. And they just have no answer for this offense, and luckily they'll get the ball to start out the second half. There goes the return, and he'll get this one out to the 27-yard line. And here we go. They cannot afford to waste any possessions at this point, trailing to the Celtic Tigers by as much as they are right now. I mean, it's just been an onslaught here for this offense, trailing by 24 points. This has just been unreal. Nobody expected this to happen for the Red Dragons, but their defense just has no answers for this offense. And look at this, not a good start. There's a sack, but there's also a flag on the field. There's been multiple penalties here today. Illegal blocking in the back by the offense, but I'm pretty sure they are going to decline that and take the sack instead, and that is exactly what they'll do. It's now 2nd and 22. Hey, Keandre Chesser, appreciate you coming through the live stream. Huge loss right there, 2nd down 22. They'll throw it into the flats immediately to Russell Fender, and Fender going down at the 19, just a 4-yard gain. And just like that, at the start of the second half, on their opening possession, they're going to be facing a 3rd and long. They need 19 yards for a first down. And this has just been the defense of the Celtic Tigers all day. Corralling, great pursuit. They have not allowed any plays to really be made at all. Huge by this offense. And this defense just showing you they are almost, if not just as talented as their offense. Third down and 19. Here goes Lewis looking, throws this one to Fender again, and he goes down at the 30. Well short of the first, and they'll have to punt it away. Great defense by the Celtic Tigers. A quick 3 and out. And that's just not how you want to start it, man. You waste the possession, you get more time ran off the clock. You're down by 24 points here. And so that's going to be a tough deal for your offense. I mean, you need 3 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions if you really want to come back into this game. And the way this offense and this defense has been playing for the Celtic Tigers, seems very unlikely for that to happen. And he just almost gets this one blocked, but he manages to get it off just in time. Fair catch called, and the offense going to take over at the 19-yard line, as the fair catch was called there by DJ Barrow. Said just apply for the coach job. Okay, I'll be able to see it. 6 yards away from 700 yards rushing on the season, and I have to reiterate this, just week 5. He has just been absolutely phenomenal. There's play action, Dre Crowell looking to throw over the middle, and there goes a first down completion. And guess who it is? Number 11, Matt Nayani, with a first down on his favorite route right there, getting open on the dig. That's only 3 receptions for him, but every catch has been huge. Every catch has been for a first down or a touchdown. And there goes another big game for the Celtic Tigers. Couple teams I forgot to also take out of the application. I got to make sure when I go back and check that I'll edit that on the website. First down and 10 here at the 36-yard line. There goes a carry for Worsley as he'll be brought down at the 37. 14 carries, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns for Trey Worsley today. But the Red Dragons right there, good on that play, as Gales is able to bring him down for a short 1-yard gain. Second and 9. Here goes Crowell. Quick throw. And he almost gets that first down as he's able to connect with DJ Burrow on the slant. There goes his 3rd catch of the day. Inches short of that first down. And when you got a hot Crowell throwing the football, I mean, you just got to hope that at some point a mistake or a big play happens, because he is just on fire. Just seems so unstoppable at this point. And not to mention, when you got a ground game that's going to help also take a little bit of the load off on you, you just come through with those big plays, that's going to make things just worse. But a big play right there by the defense. There goes Seth Hope, able to catch Worsley behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 4, and it's now fourth down, and so they'll get the stop. And that's what the Red Dragons needed. But hey, it's time to start getting the offense going. They need to score as fast as possible, as much as possible. Well, they don't need to actually, I would say, they really don't need to, rush things. But, time is working against them. Still is a lot of football going, a whole nother quarter left. But, I mean, still going to be a lot of points that they're going to need to come back into this one. It's going to be filled at the 10-yard line, breaking the tackle, and Sawanga goes down at the 18. So an 8-yard return, and it's 1st and 10 at the 18 for the Red Dragons. And I believe if they want to get themselves some life in this ball game, they need to score a touchdown on this drive, or if not on the next, or if not, get some type of points on every drive. If they can kick field goals and just continue to pile up points, and their defense starts to getting stops on this offense, there's a chance that they can really start creeping their way back into this ball game. But there goes a carry on 1st down. Jason Lindsay able to take him down for a loss of a yard on the play, and it's now 2nd and 11. And Jason Lindsay, as I talked about, these defensive ends just so fast, so explosive. He just went straight off the edge. Nobody gets a hand on him, and he just shows off the speed, and he comes up with a sack. Second and 11. They go right back with the ground game. CJ Bobo this time breaking off a much better run as he'll get it to the 26-yard line for a gain of 9. So they're still keeping with their ground game a little bit, just trying to mix things up. They don't want to keep one-sided and keep throwing the football. They want to just put together a well-thought-out drive on offense and get points. That's what they need to do at this point. Don't need to rush anything. Lewig's going to throw. A great job right there getting it over the blitzing Gordon Stroud as he was coming up to try to make a play of him trying to scramble out. But he throws it right over his head, gets it out to Deontay Compton, and there goes a 1st down for San Diego. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Shotgun. Here goes a handoff. CJ Bobo, a big run. Stiff arm again as he'll get this one out past the 45. Nice run, and that carry puts him close to 50 yards rushing at 48. And there goes another big run for CJ Bobo. And they don't have to give up on the run game just yet. He's not averaging 4 yards a carry yet, but, I mean, you want to continue to feed your playmaker the ball on the ground just to, get yards when you need them. And you don't want to have to throw the ball where there's risk of turnovers or incompletions and no gains. There goes a throw. Nice out route. Andrew McIntosh able to get the first. Goes out of bounds at the 35. That was a nice, well put together drive right there on that play. And I really feel that that's the way that they need to probably attack this defense. Probably getting more bunch type of looks where they can get their star playmakers off the line of scrimmage, where they can find ways to get open on this defense. And right there, a nice play, a nice out route. And it's a 1st down. Here goes Lewis again looking to throw. Throws on the move. Had a guy, looks like over top, but he sails it too high. 2 Celtic Tigers defenders were in the area, and I just don't think he could really put the ball exactly where he wanted to. Also, didn't have his feet set. That one goes incomplete. What's good, Dustin Freeman? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And yes, this has been a beatdown on the Red Dragons. And here goes Russell Fender trying to make a play. 2nd down. He goes down at the 37 for a loss of 2 yards. Another big 3rd down situation here for the Red Dragons. They've been putting together a good drive. It's been productive, but they need points. There goes Lewis stepping up in the pocket, letting one fly. He's got a wide open receiver. McIntosh in the end zone and touchdown. They finally are able to cut into this lead and give themselves a chance to make something happen here in this ball game. And it's not game over yet until it's game over. You all should know that watching these RFL games. And that's a big play for the Red Dragons. They are able to score. But this defense, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they have got to keep this offense of the Celtic Tigers scoreless, because if they give up anything, I mean, it's just going to make it that much harder. And I don't feel if they give up another touchdown, I don't see how they're going to be able to come back into this game, to be honest. They're going to try to go for 2 here to cut the lead down to 16. If they don't get it, it's going to be rough for them. Shotgun here for Joey Lewis. He's going to look to try to throw in the end zone for it. And wide open is Deontay Compton. There goes the 2 points. And so they are able to cut this lead almost in half. They score 15-31 now. So they have at least shortened it down to a 2-possession ball game. The Celtic Tigers have an opportunity to stretch that lead back up, to apply the pressure right back. Here goes the return as he gets this one out past the 25. These are 2 very good, solid teams that we have going at it here in the AFC. This is a great rematch game of that AFC Championship, where the Celtic Tigers came up short and lost a trip to go in 2 back-to-back relocation bowls. They lost their last attempt against the Bulldogs in Season 1, and they just got knocked off by the Red Dragons. And here goes an opportunity at redemption here. Play action. Here goes Crowell. A lot of time in the pocket. So much time. Pressure's closing in, though. And here goes a throw wide open as he finds Darion Colvin. Just as I said, man, this offense is doing an excellent job. 92 yards for the tight end even. I mean, the offensive line has not allowed anybody to get any free access in the backfield to Dre Crowell. And from that, when you got a 98 overall quarterback like Dre Crowell, he's going to make big plays. Crazy that he's not a 99 overall quarterback no more. He dropped down to a 98 due to his throw power lowering from age, but still showing that he's an effective quarterback, still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. 4-yard gain, and it's now 2nd and 6. Here goes Crowell looking to throw, lets one fly, and on the dig route, maneuvering through the defense, there goes DJ Barrow. With that completion, Dre Crowell over 300 yards passing out of 24 passes, same amount of pass attempts that he had last week, where he didn't throw a single incompletion. He's 19 of 24. Play action. Crowell again looking to whip it. Pressure's coming in his face. And a dropped pass right there, as there was an offensive lineman on the route, and typically that's what you see when the offensive lineman goes out to try to run routes. Not really going to catch the ball as effectively as a receiver or a tight end. There's a handoff. You haven't seen Worsley get as many touches as of lately, and right there he's getting brought down behind the line of scrimmage, down at the 25-yard line by Charles Raymond. Charles Raymond, one of the best linebackers also in the league. Linebacker of the year in Season 1 of the RFL. Huge playmaker also in that championship game. Here goes play action. Crowell, pressure's coming and down. Oh, still got time. Escapes. Tries to throw it, and down he goes for a sack. And so a great play right there by the Red Dragons. They keep them out of field goal range with that sack. Mike Luke gets to him. And Crowell, he really couldn't get nothing done there. Finally, some pressure was able to get in the backfield to him. And that's what the Red Dragons needed. There's another look at this play right here. Play action was the call up here. Tried to look for somebody getting open, but the coverage was excellent. Almost was able to escape it and looked to try to throw the ball, but just didn't have the time to set his feet. Great job there by Mike Luke. And also Christian Sims slowing him up for Luke to get there to him. Great play right there by the Red Dragons. Here goes the punting unit, and the Celtic Tigers going to look to try to pin them somewhere near close to their own goal line to help out their defense. And here they go. This one angling towards that end zone. He pins him at the 5. What a kick by King. And of course, that's an NFL punter, but you know, punters, I'll just let them slide. No NFL players, though, exist in this team other than, you know, punters, like I said. But here's an opportunity for the Red Dragons to cut this lead down to a single possession. See if they can do it. They need 95 yards, though, if they want to get a touchdown here. Shotgun for Joey Lewis. Play action. Pressure's coming. Just gets the ball out of his hands. Catch is made by Deontay Compton. What a play. Way to stand in there, take the hit, and deliver an on-the-money pass to his big playmaker, Compton. And here's another look at that play again. I thought he was going to get safety here. He gets crushed delivering this throw. But a beautiful flag route ran by Deontay Compton, getting open on Gordon Stroud. And it's 1st and 10 for the Red Dragons at the 36. Don't count them out of this game yet. Here's a handoff. CJ Bobo going to be stood up and brought down at the 37-yard line. That puts him right at 50 yards on the day rushing. Now, actually, all the NFL players in the free agency are gone, too. And here goes the defense. They get to him that time. He's sacked by Bartu. And the play action just taking too long. The Celtic Tigers are like, you know what? Let's just bring the pressure there to Joey Lewis. He's not a consistent quarterback, as we said, and we know. And so they get the pressure there to him. Play action just not the right call, I guess, against this defense as they're starting to send that pressure, and down he went for a sack. And so that makes it now 3rd and 19. And he doesn't get the play off in time. Probably should have took that opportunity, but at the same time, it's a crucial 3rd down. And so that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Man, what a game we have brewing here. The Celtic Tigers have been leading it over the Red Dragons all game, score 31-15, but the Red Dragons looking to try to get themselves back into this game. Let's see if they can do it. Just one more quarter left to do so. 21 points in that first quarter right there for the Celtic Tigers. That was just an amazing start to this ball game, and from that start, looks like there's a possibility they can keep these guys already from winning. Joey Lewis looking around, stepping up, and I do not know what type of play that was, but that one well incomplete, and it's 4th down. And it's this quarter, which is why it's good that they just started out with getting stopped, because if they were driving down the field and got stopped later and couldn't get any points, it would have killed a lot of time off the clock. They just lost 4 seconds here at the start of this quarter, but their defense needs to come back out onto the field and get a stop here on this offense quickly. And there goes the return. Still on his feet, it's DJ Burrow as he gets it out to the 25. And so here goes the offense, and what about this guy today? Absolutely amazing. Leads the RFL currently in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. There's a reason why he was the league's leading rusher in Season 1 of the RFL. And he's just been showing you all day, breaking tackles, exploding for big runs, over 100 yards rushing on the day. And they have found a way to start slowing him down. He hasn't had any huge runs ever since that first half, but I mean, this team, if they can win any more points or even a touchdown, this game could be over. And here he goes, exploding, just as I said, as he hits a 1st down on the first run of the 4th quarter. 18 carries, 136 yards on the day for Trey Worsley, and with that carry, he is already over 700 yards rushing on the season. That's crazy, just 300 yards away from reaching 1,000 yards, and it's only week 5. That's just 3 weeks that he could get that done. There goes a handoff, and Worsley again exploding, breaking tackles, and down at the 44. 145 now in the day for him on the ground. He hasn't even reached 20 carries yet. He's one shy at 19. Unbelievable day for this guy here. He's just been unstoppable. 3-year guy out of LSU, an absolute beast when he gets the rock in his hands. They need 1 yard for a first down. I formation, play action, and they can set this up. Looks to throw, and that one's off the mark as it sailed too far out of bounds. Pressure was coming in there quick, and it's incomplete. They just need a yard, and so what do they call here? If I'm the Celtic Tigers, I'm probably going to give it to my workhorse, who's been killing them all day on the ground. But no, they're going to go with play action. He's got time. Pressure's coming in his face, and he's got a completion for a first down. There goes Darion Colvin. What a day for him today. That is a 10-yard reception, and that puts him over 100 yards receiving as a tight end. Ray Crowell, another career night here. He's just been balling out, over 300 yards passing, 20 of 27. Motion McFarland over. Play action, nice chop block to extend time, throws, and he's got a completion. McFarland maneuvering through the block, and he's able to get close to the first down at the 36, just inches short. Connor McFarland picking up 10 there. And it's looking like they're going to get the job done here. Just a touchdown should be able to really put this game away. Read option, though. And Dre Crowell fighting, breaking through the tackle. He does it all. He could go all the way. Touchdown, Dre Crowell. 36-yard touchdown run by the old 30-plus-year-old quarterback. How did he escape that and make that play? He may have just closed the game out. Once again, another spectacular game for Drake Crowell. Here's another look at this play. How did he break that tackle? And then the afterburners after the play to go the distance. That was just unbelievable. Who was that in on the tackle? The defensive end getting a mean stiff arm, and Drake Crowell, man, 36 yards. I wouldn't have thought he still had it in the tank. We already know he can scramble a little bit. Rarely does so, but takes it all the way to the house for 6. And there goes the touchdown to stretch the lead now, 38-15. Red Dragons coming here on the return. Gets this one out just past the 30, out at the 31-yard line. I cannot believe the game that Trey Crowell, that Trey Worsley, Matt Niani, Darion Colvin, the way the game this whole offense, the way the game this whole team is having today for the Celtic Tigers. They have definitely brought it here and made sure that they defended their home turf here against the Red Dragons. Here goes Lewis taking off, and he's going to do a little bit of scrambling himself. Gets this one out to the 48-yard line, 17 yards on his first scramble out of the pocket. 11 minutes and counting here left in this game, and they need to score a touchdown and score it quickly. Goes Joey Lewis, rolling out, spinning around, and he misses a target. Should have just set his feet. And that's the biggest problem with Joey Lewis. He typically throws the ball while on the move just way too much, and it really forces him to throw the ball inaccurately and misses an opportunity for a big play right there. The receiver coming open on the dig. There goes Lewis. Pressure's coming, lets this one fly. It's going to be caught and out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Just picks up 3 yards, and it's 3rd and 7. Excuse me real quick. Got to get a charger for my controller before it dies. Yep, there we go. 3rd down. They need this first down Let's see if they can get it. Shotgun. Here goes Joey Lewis. Throwing on the move. He's got Obey Kid. That's his first reception of the day for the rookie. And that's a little bit something different. They always find a way to get the ball into his hands. He's a very dynamic playmaker with the ball in his hands. And he hasn't had a catch since the fourth quarter. And it's a first down reception for the Red Dragons. Also getting out of bounds stops the clock there for the Red Dragons. Every second counts here for them. And actually the clock didn't even stop. That should have been stopped. That's another problem that Madden has. They definitely need to fix that. First and 10 here at the 34-yard line. Joey Lewis scrambling outside the pocket. And he's got the first down. Brought down right at the 20. So they're here at the start of the red zone. And on his second carry, he's got a total of 30 yards. 13-yard carry on the play. And they're moving the ball. They need 20 yards for a touchdown. It's 9 minutes, a little bit over, left here in this game. Joey Lewis looking, throws, got a completion. McIntosh, he scored before for the Red Dragons on a big pass play. And there goes a big first down reception as he sets up first and goal at the 4-yard line. And he's now at 91 yards receiving off of 5 catches. And that's what you want to see more of Joey Lewis do. Just sit in the pocket and deliver a good ball. And he does that right there, puts it right in the belly of McIntosh, catching him right in stride. They need 4 yards for a touchdown here. 2 receivers out wide. C.J. Bobo in the backfield. There was a handoff, and they blow that play up completely. Nowhere to go. Gets to the 6-yard line, and second and goal. A loss of 2 on the play. That was Forney on the initial contact. Also met there by Riley Holmberg. So the ground game just not working on that play in general. Hasn't really quite been working for them. At times it's giving them some yards that they need, but they need to find a way to get this in the end zone for a touchdown quickly. We're now under 8 minutes left to go, trailing by 3 possessions. 5 wide empty set here for Joey Lewis. He's going to look to throw. Pressure's coming and down. He's going to go for a sack as he is met by Jason Lindsay. Huge play right there by the Celtic Tigers, and it's now 3rd and goal back at the 11-yard line. Here's another look at this play. Trying to find someone open in the end zone. Looked like he could have possibly tried to take a shot there to the tight end, but the coverage was tight. Really couldn't trust anybody on that play to be able to come up with a play for a touchdown. But you got to try to get the ball out of your hands. You see the pressure coming, doesn't do that, and down he goes for a sack. And so it's now 3rd and goal at the 11-yard line. And knowing the Red Dragons at this point, they're probably going to use both downs to try to see if they can get in the end zone. There goes a throw and a completion as he'll break a tackle. Then he takes a huge hit. And he hangs on to the football, and it's now 4th and goal at the 4-yard line. First catch of the day there by Malcolm Rucker. And he is met by Hubbard. Huge hit. And they have one more opportunity to try to punch it in the end zone. And in my opinion, they don't get this, it's game over. False start. That really kills them. So that's going to back them up 5 yards back at the 9-yard line. Cannot have those type of mistakes. Both Slate and the Great actually jumped off sides on that play. They go with a draw play here. And he gets this one inside the 5. Why would you call a draw play on 4th down? Terrible play calling right there by the Red Dragons. And it's holding on the offense. What were they thinking on that play? That's definitely going to be a turnover. And that should actually close out this game. I mean, the Celtic Tigers All they need to do is just kill the clock. That was a terrible play call by the Red Dragons. Didn't even try to give them an opportunity to possibly be able to come back into this game. Spinning off the tackle, and there he goes again. He's going to take it. 50, 30, 20, missed tackle. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Celtic Tigers. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season, and that puts him over 200 yards rushing in this game. That one went 96 yards. And I think he's at 800 yards rushing in just 5 games. Look at this. Charles Raymond again, he's able to avoid. And this kick will put them up by 30, and it's good. Score 45-15. What a revenge game here for that AFC Championship a season ago for the Celtic Tigers. They had absolutely brought it since the first play, since the kickoff against the Red Dragons, and they have not been able to rebound at all whatsoever. What's good, Kyle Robinson? Forgot to say what's up to you. Thanks for coming through. Trailing by 30. Who would have guessed that the Red Dragons would have got beat down on like this? This one's going to be fielded from the goal line, and he'll be down at the 21. He said, fire everybody. I mean, for that draw play, the offensive coordinator definitely probably needs to be fired for that. That was just terrible. But here goes Joey Lewis back out onto the field. Hasn't turned the ball over or anything, but has not been able to close out any drives really whatsoever for this offense. But it's really been the play calling. The play calls just haven't really been good at all. Joey Lewis looking, throws, and a big hit. And he tried to squeeze that one to Deontay Compton, but Forney with a huge hit to force the incompletion. A little bit slow to get up, but it seems like he's all right, and it's now 2nd and 10 at the 21. I think this is the worst that the Red Dragons have ever been defeated by. 30-point deficit. He'll step up and he'll take off. Joey Lewis. Penalty is obviously a face mask right there. It's going to give him 15 yards, but really doesn't matter at this point. They should be able to close out this game leading by 30, but you don't want to see your players make any type of plays like that. And Rashawn Blackman bringing up a first down with extra 15 yards tacked on. Also, could have been an injury there to the quarterback, unnecessary, but 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line as the Red Dragons have it in the Celtic Tigers territory. Joey Lewis going to be under center here, looking to throw. Checks this one down, and C.J. Bobo, the second he gets it and turns around, is brought down immediately at the 45 for a gain of 4. Once again, Forney in on the tackle. Here goes Joey Lewis, going to look to pass. Fires one, but good defense. Tried to get that one to Fontano, but Blackman in coverage. Great job right there. This looks like it was straight man-to-man coverage. He was all over Fontano on that one. This is a hot Celtic Tigers team, I can tell you that. I don't know who's going to be able to stop this team at all. 3rd and 6. They throw and a completion, but I don't think he's got the first down. There's Compton on the catch. He does got the first down. They'll give it to him. 4 catches, 59 yards on the day. Yep, looks like he did have both feet in bounds there. I'm pretty sure the Celtic Tigers at this point won't even challenge that, though. A little under 5 minutes left here in this ball game. Red Dragons A nice gain there by Joey Lewis out of the pocket as he picks up 5. This defense had a spectacular day today. The offense was lights out. This whole team performed to its highest ability. And there goes Joey Lewis again, taking off out of the pocket, slides before taking the contact by Wilkins. And that sets up 1st and 10 for the Red Dragons at the 26. There goes Lewis, throws, and he is off the mark. Looked like he could have fit that one in to Malcolm Rucker, but that would have been a tough pass. That was also good defense there in the coverage. And so it's 2nd down and 10 at the 26-yard line. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left to go. Solid victory here tonight in Dublin for the for the Celtic Tigers. Done a fantastic job on all phases of the ball. Here goes once again, taking off out of the pocket, smartly sliding again. Don't want to lose your quarterback in a game like this where you know you're not going to come out on top. So doing a great job protecting himself. A lot of quarterbacks usually late in the game try to make something happen when there's just no point, getting hit and then ultimately getting injured and out of the game, out for some weeks due to hits. And there goes a flag on the play. Looks like that's going to be false start. Backing them up 5 yards. A lot of penalties really hurt the Red Dragons also in this game. Had a lot of false starts. Had a lot of, just unnecessary penalties like roughing the passer. 3 of those they had in this game. Trying to set up the running back screen, and there you go with Russell Fenderson. And Russell Fender, nice juke move as he'll get it to the 30. I said Fenderson, but it's just Fender as he'll get it to the 3, 1st and goal for the Red Dragons. Just looking to score a touchdown to make the game look a little bit more presentable than what it's actually been. A nice running back screen play call there. A lot of calls that they've done today have not been really wisely developed or just called, period. And there goes a good play there on 3rd down to pick up the 1st. Celtic Tigers going to improve to 4-1 on the season, knocking off the Red Dragons, last season's champs. The Red Dragons only had 1 loss last season. They were 15-1 in that championship run that they had last season. And now picking up their 2nd loss here in season 3. So just 2 minutes left here. Red Dragons going to look to try to get a touchdown, 1st and goal, and he just comes in free. Nobody was there to even block him. Rashawn Blackman just exploded. Already was in that sprinter stance and just absolutely took off like Usain Bolt and just destroys Joey Lewis on that play. They're lucky he gets up okay, but that's just not okay there. The offensive line I don't know what the assignment was or who to pick up, but you cannot let the linebacker come off the edge like that, just completely off, like with nobody to try to slow him up at all. There's a flag once again. Making this a long 2 minutes. Ball start there. Going to back him up 5. There goes DeGrade again. 2nd time that he has started off early. And yeah, this will be it for tonight's games. Yeah, so this will be it, you guys. But tomorrow we will have Monday Night Football. For week 6. I got to record 2 more games and make sure that I get those up to you guys tonight too. But I'm not going to live stream over those. I'm just going to post those up as full games. And for guys who don't know why I'm doing full not doing highlights anymore. I just don't have the time to do that anymore. It takes up a lot of time to do highlights of the games that I'm not live streaming, and so I have to post them up full. If you're interested in watching the game, go ahead and watch it. If not, if you want, skip to the end. It would help me out if you do watch the game, but if you don't, that's all fine. Pressure coming, and down he goes for a sack. There goes Holmberg. That's his 15th tackle of the season, they say right there on the overlay, but first sack of the game. Actually, I believe that's 1.5 for him. And another penalty. What is going on with the Red Dragons? False start again.
False start, offense.
And this team, they've got to do a lot of soul searching for next week after this loss. This type of loss. I mean, this was just terrible. I don't know who's playing Monday. I'll have to see. I'll make sure that it's known though in the Discord and on Twitter. Here goes a throw. Almost throws an interception. And man, how bad would that have been? He could have taken that one all the way to the house for a touchdown. And it's now 3rd and goal. Play action. They're going to try to take a shot. One more opportunity to try to get in the end zone. And he'll get this one complete to Obey Kid. Actually, it's 3rd and goal. Yes, so they'll have another play to try after this. Good catch there by Obey Kid, his 2nd catch of the day, 20 yards. And it's 4th and goal at the 9-yard line, and they're like, you know what, screw it. Let's just get some type of points on the board. They're just going to kick the field goal. And there goes the kick. It's good. Dropping the score now to a 27-point deficit. Score 45-18. Spectacular day today by Dre Crowell and Trey Worsley. And just this whole offense in general. This has just been a huge game. Big hit though right there. As he'll go down at the 25-yard line. Rooks on the return. And yes, I am the founder of the league, Brandon. 41 yards rushing today for Trey Worsley. He has ran for the most yards in a single game so far this season. And right there, going to lose a yard though, and that puts him right at 240 now. And they should just run one more play and it should be game over. And who would have expected this type of outcome in this ball game? This was supposed to be a battle of the tyrants. I mean, it still was a little bit of a competitive game. The Red Dragons had opportunities, but they just couldn't take advantage. The Celtic Tigers just always found a way to add more and more and more on the Red Dragons to have to come back from. So, I mean, it was just a spectacular day by them. And there goes a tackle for loss again, and so that's hurting his average, but that's going to be the last play. They should have just taken a knee. That's going to be it. Clock hits 0, and the Celtic Tigers are going to celebrate here in Dublin, putting on an absolutely fantastic show in front of their home crowd here in Ireland. They defeat Season 2 champs, the Red Dragons, 45-18. Who would have seen this coming? Absolutely ridiculous. And so with that win, the Celtic Tigers going to improve to 4-1 on the season, knocking off the Red Dragons, who will fall to 3-2. This was just an outstanding performance by the Celtic Tigers, and the Red Dragons going to really have to recuperate next week after a loss like this. This definitely hurts momentum heading into your next game. But that's going to do it, you guys. Appreciate you guys coming through the live stream, and I really have to say I really enjoyed it. Giving this broadcast to you guys. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that like button for your boy. Definitely helps out the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you want to learn more about the RFL, go to the website relocationfootballleague.com, and we got all the information there for you. Also, you have the ability to do a lot also in this league with creating a player, an opportunity to be a coach, all types of stuff. So check that out if you haven't yet. Well, that's going to do it. Celtic Tigers win it here in Dublin, 45-18. Peace.